Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Marty and the Mystery Box. This will be chapter 3 of my story. A lot of stuff happened in politics today and stuff like that, but let's continue with the story. This is chapter 3. So, as I left Mike in the washroom and he said his bit, I said my bit, I proceeded to go to my car. So, I opened the car door, just looked inside, and then looked. The box was just sitting there like nothing has happened. So, I just looked at it for a minute, glanced at it, and I looked around and it hasn't done nothing. The box wasn't glowing, but I swear I saw it pulse. Jesus, I muttered, stepping back. Then the phone buzzed. Shocked me. Another message. Time is running out. I looked at myself, looked at my watch, and I started to proceed in the car, and I slammed the car door shut. When I slammed it so much, when I slammed it shut, all I could see was the rearview mirror vibrate. Off to the library, I thought. I have to know more about this box. As I drove going to the library, across the avenues and the busy streets, I noticed nothing familiar, just, green lights, stoplights. I finally reached the parking lot. There I stood staring at the box, my reflection looking in the rearview mirror. I rattled and looked around and I thought, this box, this is crazy. What am I doing here? Oh, but the box keeps texting my phone. So I knew when to speak and when to stay silent. So I proceeded to go into the library. The library felt quieter but heavier, like walking into a church before a funeral. My shoes squeaked against the tile as I headed for the stacks of books. I wasn't even sure what I was looking for. The answers might be with the box or without the box, but I didn't get no taxes or nothing. Just a reason not to feel eerie. I was losing my mind. Then I saw it, a book sitting dead center of the shelf like it had been waiting for me. I looked at the book, I picked it up, and it said The Book of the Gods. And the title burned in gold, and the letters that caught my eye were The Book of the Gods. So I decided to take this book, look through a couple of pages, and said, this might be something. So I proceeded to go to the librarian. I asked, I'd like to check out this book. And I checked out the book, and I just started looking at it and reading it very quietly. So that was the beginning of page 3, chapter 3. So, I had so much to talk about, like the politics and everything that was going in my mind about everything. And I do remember one thing. I can't believe all the Tim Hortons are asking our prime minister for more immigrants to work at Tim Hortons. I thought to myself, what, Canadians don't want to do that job? And it was weird. I said to myself, Canadians don't want to do that job? And I thought about it and I said, no, there's tons of Canadians out there who are looking for work, especially kids from school. So I don't know where this is going to go, but when I listen to them bitch at each other, Pierre Pervet and our prime minister, it's like almost like a game. Like we don't know really if Pierre and our other prime minister are not friends. We don't know that. And I'd really like to know, is it just a game to keep the public one on one to see divide us each other? And meanwhile, they talk behind closed doors and just laugh. And they say, Carney says, hey, Pierre, bring this up. And I'll pretend like I walked away. I would love to know that for honestly, if that's how it works. Or are they really against each other? Or nobody cares about Canada? I don't know what to say, but I had so much stuff to say, and now I totally forget about it. So I will leave you at that point. I'm gonna do longer videos, and I almost got the shirts and the cups ready and stuff like that. I'm just doing a couple of things before I go to work right now. And I'm sorry the videos are so short, and sometimes they're longer. And it's like I get a whole bunch of stuff to say, but I just don't want to write it down. And then you guys look at me like you can't remember anything. I can remember quite a bit, but when it comes to politics and what's happening in the world, you know, I know you like to be involved in it, so would I. But sometimes, it's all bad news, and it just makes you have a shitty day. But I'm looking forward to get my. Oh, I can say something. So I was doing groceries for the wife yesterday because she felt sick. She had that cough or whatever. So I'm sitting there and I buy all the groceries, go out, right? And I saw this old man sitting at a table. And I asked, oh, are you write all these books? He goes, no. Me and my son wrote them all to help with cancer. So I said, oh my God. And he was giving me a couple of advices to go to a couple of shows with my book and stuff once it's all published. And I thought to myself, I'm going to buy a book because I would like to help a struggling publisher too. Because if it was the other way around, I'd like him to buy my book. So I bought the book. Actually, the book is this. Him and his son wrote it, right? So he's in Kitchener. He signs it too, but it's all free, right? Like all the proceeds go to cancer, but he charges whatever $19 for the book, and I thought I want to help another author. It seems to be, it's a children's book, right? It's not like my book, an adult book, but I felt good helping another author who's just getting started, you know, get his books. And I told him, I said to myself, he goes, what are you afraid of? Do you think you have a good book? I said, I think I got an excellent book. It took me 6 months to write, and I think it's really good. He goes, well, that's all you need to know. I go, what do you mean? He goes, you're probably like the rest. You're worried about being scared that nobody will buy your book, or if you're sitting in a chair, there'll be no sales all day. And I said, no, I started a YouTube channel. I don't have many subscribers, but the ones I do got, thank God. I appreciate that. I really do. And like I said, you'll be getting shirts, cups, whatever you win. I just need a bit of time. I had to do the sidewalks and do the driveway. But besides that, the guy said, when you go to write a book and you really believe in your book, that's all you need. There's going to be people who don't like it, and there's going to be people who love it. But as long as you're happy with it, he said, that's all you need. There might be days you sit somewhere and you might not sell one. It might be one day where you sell 300. It might be one day you don't even know it. You look back at your YouTube channel, you got 100 subscribers, right? I'm just starting this book, Marty and the Mystery Box. My very first book I wrote, and I don't have to tell you, it was the book of fate. Like when I went to sleep, it came into me to write this book because I would never normally write a book. So this is I think it's fate behind this book. And I think all you guys will really enjoy reading this book. I really do. I hope you enjoy reading it as much as I did writing it. But besides that, I always say I come out Saturday and Sunday, but it always seems to be something like I have to do the driveway, I have to get groceries, I have to go to Costco, sit in line up for a half hour. It's always something. But I do my best to come on, right? Because I do have a full-time job like everybody else, right? So I do make one video a week. Now I'm not gonna lie to the public. I say it's Saturday and Sunday. Okay, it will be one once a week. It's either going to be Saturday, Sunday, or Monday morning, like today's Monday morning. So I got a couple of, chores done. I had to do the sidewalks, salt them, and all that stuff. Walk the dogs, of course. And that's it. That's all I got to say. I hope I have more to say next week. I'll read another. We're on chapter 3. That was chapter 3, page 1. So it'll be chapter 3, page 2 next week. And if you can give me more followers or send these videos to your friends and get me more followers, I really appreciate that. You could just hit the button there, Marty in the Mystery Box, and be, a subscriber. Doesn't cost nothing. And who knows? Maybe you'll love this book, and maybe in a couple of months or even a couple of years, you'll say, you know what? I subscribed to that guy when he was a nobody. And you're going to be part. Like, I got a plan for the next book, what I think is going to be so cool. And I'm going to involve all my subscribers in the next book. Okay, so you take care, all the best. Wish you're happy, your family happy, healthy, and everything like that. And you're getting ready for Christmas, so I wish you all the best. Thank you till next week sometime. Bye bye.